All right, and welcome back, guys. I gotta be honest, I actually didn't think I was gonna play this game. I actually didn't think I was gonna put time into it and pick it up. The reason being is I'm gonna just be brutally honest. I love Kojima. I love Metal Gear Solid. I love all the works he's done. But honestly, Death Stranding 1, when I played it, I don't know what happened. It gave me depression. I don't know what it was. But after I played that game, I was depressed. It didn't leave a good feeling, a good taste in my mouth. There was so many things that added to it, the reason why I didn't like it. I wasn't doing my streaming at that time, so I never got to really put my thoughts into words and explain why I didn't like it. Didn't really review the game. One of the big factors is the characters. I didn't like a lot of the characters. I like Norman Reedus. I love his character. I loved the bond you start seeing between the story, the bond between him and BB. I like that it shows that BB was a tool, but I loved the interaction between them in the story, that the bond that was being formed between him and BB, and it was more than just a tool. I loved the paranormal side of things and how it was tying into the real world and how the veil between the two worlds was breaking. The annihilation event, the extinction event that they were talking about. I liked all that stuff. I didn't like the characters, the guy with glasses. I didn't like that girl. That she lost the baby or something. I just didn't like him. It felt forced down my throat. I liked the character that what's his name plays. He was the father of BB. He was like the main bad guy. I didn't like the ending. There was so many things that just left me depressed. But anyway. Because of that, I was telling my brother, I never thought I was going to pick this game up. I wanted to give it a shot, go in with an open mind. And I'm not one to, and then thinking about it, I'm not one that won't play a game. So I'll give it a shot. I'm going in this with a fresh perspective. We're hopeful. I love Kojima, like I said. And it looks like BB, actually, from the picture, is actually out of the test tube and actually a baby. So I'm interested to see how this baby developed from that kind of upbringing, and the BB's like really in touch with the paranormal, so I really want to see that. We'll jump straight back into it. I don't know what the story is in this game. We'll see the aftermath of what happened at the first game. And actually, speaking of which, there's a Death Stranding recap. Let's do this.
Perhaps you remember me. That's right. It's Dead Man.
Dead Man, that's what it was.
The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding.
Yeah, I remember part of the Death Stranding, there's BTs, beached things. That's all the black goo whale things that we see that keep trying to, that if you get dragged under by the ghosts, you go into this like tar world with the beach things. And then there was those invisible ghosts that they touch, like can't make a noise. And there's the rain. That's right. There's the rain that speeds up your aging. I forgot about all that.
The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs, beached things.
My memory remembers.
When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake.
Void outs, that's right. At least my memory serves me well.
But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall.
Timefall.
Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable.
At least they're taking out the guesswork from the first game. The first game, a lot of it was not explained. You could see what's happening, and it's just like, am I comprehending it the way it's shown? Like, I didn't know there was more into this timefall besides the straightforward interpretation of what it is.
Those who survived these changes came to fear both timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble. The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind.
That's right. I forgot that the president, Bridget Strand, was the one that's... Yeah, wait, wasn't there more with Bridget Strand? I can't remember.
However, Bridget died before she could realize this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause
Sam.
and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate. The one and only person who could save humanity.
No
So
pressure.
with Bridges Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America.
BB was named Lou. That's right. Sam named him. Sam Bridges. Cupid. I don't remember what that is. Is that the necklace he had?
Of course, you had struggles of your own, often phasmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strived to bring people together.
That's right. The irony of it, he hated being touched, and the BTs touched you. That's where all the handprints were on his body.
By
There she is.
extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam.
Yeah, now I'm remembering. So Emily was the daughter. She's like behind. She was like the figure of the extinction event or something, and then you go save her. And the terrorist, that was the other thing. The terrorist, the main terrorist, he was a weird dude. He's a weird guy, and he didn't seem like too big of a threat. If I remember, I can't remember much, but I just remember I didn't take him as big of a threat. Oh, and the other thing I didn't like about the original too was the combat. So something Hideo Kojima started doing that I don't like. He did this in Metal Gear Solid 4. Was there's like this pacifist down your throat kind of approach you got to play the games where you can't kill people. And like in Metal Gear Solid 4, Snake, if you start killing, he just starts throwing up because of all the murder. It's the same with Sam. Like you get repercussions if you kill all the people, the terrorists, and you leave them, they become BTs, and then you can't go to that location again. It was just wasn't fun. The gameplay wasn't fun. That was the other thing about the original. It was not enjoyable to me. But again, I'm not going into this with that mindset. But that's right. We rescued her and we connected the cities of America.
We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA.
So he was the next president. Dead Man and Die Hard Man.
And of course, Sam, the incomparable Dead Man, yours truly. I'd like to think we became the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life, was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou.
I do like this recap here. Yeah, and, I do remember Dead Man. He wasn't a bad character. He was a little weird. There's some weird moments with Dead Man. Like in the shower. I remember a shower scene with him. It was weird.
Mama and Lakna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart. But they've since reconciled. with both their souls residing in the same body.
Lockne and Mama. This is the character I did not like. I didn't like her character. I didn't like the forced drama down my throat. I just didn't like it.
Hartman. Every 21 minutes his soul departs his physical form, and for 3 minutes his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam.
That's god awful. You go through that process every single couple minutes, 21 minutes, and then the horrible pain of being brought back and the shock.
Fragile.
I remember her.
Leader of the private delivery outfit, Fragile Express. Exposure to timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs,
Yeah, that's the
a
guy.
former comrade, used timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart.
Higgs, he was the main terrorist guy that was weird. He was a weird guy. I do remember that explanation of how they tortured her. Like, she had a face mask and she was in her underwear and they made her walk through the timefall. That's why her body, neck down, is aged. That's horrible.
As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company. And with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list goes on. Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal.
Yeah, I do remember Higgs. He had the same equipment I did. He had his own BB. He had eyeliner.
The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future was built. But your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding. A secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time. And a terrible truth you had to face. But you accepted this final revelation, Sam, and did what had to be done.
That's right. Her secret was, if I remember, her secret was she had a corporeal form that was in the beach dimension. She was like she was half in and half out, and she was like tied in with her physical body in the physical world. So she was essentially immortal or something like that, because her soul was stuck at the beach, but she was like supposed to be the cause of the extinction event. Like, she was the catalyst to be what causes the extinction event, and that's why Higgs wanted her. And I did something to stop it. I think I killed her at the beach, if I remember. I can't remember exactly what I did to stop it, but I think she passed. And then me and BB continued on.
America rose from the ashes as the UCA. And as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret. To save your BB. To save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished without so much as a trace.
That's where we left off. So he went off the grid completely, more than how everybody else was off the grid. How does BB survive Lou? Because premature fetus. Look how small he is. Doesn't look like he would have survived outside the tank. And there we are, the recap. I remember now. All right, let's take a look. Game difficulty, brutal. I forgot I set up my PlayStation to automatically pick the most difficult setting whenever it starts a game. I forgot that I told it that. Okay, well, we're going to do it. Recommended for those who want a real challenge to accompany the story. Completing the game at this difficulty level will test all your skills. Provide a true sense of accomplishment. Your reputation will be legendary and your standing as a porter unmatched. This game supports autosaving. An icon will be displayed on the bottom right of the screen while data is being saved. Do not exit the game or turn off the power while the icon is displayed. Game difficulty. Yep, brutal. Start the game at the selected difficulty level. It can be changed at any time via the options. Whilst dooms can afflict almost anyone, those born under constellations with greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, and Delphinus, are said to be more susceptible to developing the condition. It is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet and turmoil. Oh yeah, this is like the Hideo's new symbol, the lumens. Kojima Productions. Once there was an explosion. A bang that echoed around the world, a phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beached things, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation, a void out. It's like a nuke. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Imagine, cities became isolated and humanity crept toward extinction. It's like invisible things that could cause a nuclear explosion if you come in contact with it. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby, BB, called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together, they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network. Journey to the west. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCA officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. Just wants to live a life. "11 months later." It's hard to interpret what the beach...
I've always loved porters.
Oh, it's fragile.
Through freezing rain and biting wind. Across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known.
Look at these.
They're my window. My sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again. Today.
-61.
It's just the game or like actual live footage? That's the game. And look at these graphics.
Now the great systems turn into traps and the fear is switching sides.
Jesus.
$1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night.
No, it has to be intermixed with live footage. Look at this. This looks like live.
-61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise.
No, it's not.
Men sit in circles and talk numbers I never really liked. The way they think of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown.
It's insane. Look how this game looks.
That I belong.
It's so alien looking now. The whole planet. There he is. It's like Mad Max.
Minus 61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife, and the sun's out of sight. I see the world they build to lose at the trial, what is left and what is right.
Oh, look at BB.
Made the worst mistake one can make, pretending and playing blind. What is it I'm trying to find?
Okay, time to head home.
Would you look at this fucking game? My God. Okay, I'm gonna admit I'm a little excited. The game, Sam blood level indicates Sam stamina. I'm fucking excited actually. You know what? This game looks fucking awesome. Where's home? There it is. 1,200 meters that way. Return home with Lou. The soundtrack is amazing. Proceeding along the ridge. I am like in shock of these graphics, man. Like I wasn't thinking it was gonna look like this. Let's hold on to BB. Actually, it's not BB anymore, it's Lou. Let's hold on to Lou. So, porters. So that's right, porter, because humanity has withdrawn itself from being out and going out. The only way they can get supplies and equipment to each other are through porters. But porters are what connect humans with each other. Let's get through this terrain. A blood bag. All right. Gotta make sure my center of gravity doesn't get all jacked. All right, 1,000 meters that way. Best route is following the ridge. This ridge right here. Here, let's soothe Lou. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. Look at him. He looks so...
Well, now someone's in a good mood.
He looks like a normal little boy. After everything he's gone through. Look at you, Lou. I would die for you.
Let's go home and get you fed.
Yeah. Enough of that. I love this soundtrack. I'm gonna hold on to Lou as I go through this. If I remember, rainbows were a bad sign. It indicated timefall. What is those black wisps? There's still birds. Are those spiders?
Let's head home before it gets dark.
Yeah, what happens when it gets dark? I got a double time. Let's get out of here. Gate quake detected.
I feel that.
Whoa, what is happening? Gate quake measuring 4 on the G scale. Is it earthquakes? But gate quake, I don't know. Does it have something to do with the extinction event? Alright. Oof.
Shaking pretty bad.
Landslide. Jeez, look at these physics. Lou, are you alright? It's alright. It's alright, buddy. It's okay.
Okay, you're
It's
all
okay.
right.
Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh. It's alright, Lou. Yeah, there you go. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, there you go. Now you're... when you're with me, you got nothing to worry about, buddy. Alright, let's, I think, even more reason to get indoors as soon as we can. I don't know what these gate quakes are, this, on the G scale, I don't remember that from the original. Oh, alright. Where am I going? Down this valley? Alright, let's see. This way. Alright, let's go. Are we still in the United States? Like, how far did Sam remove himself from being in contact with everyone? I hear thunder. Oh shit.
Great.
Timefall.
Gotta move.
Oh, it's right overhead. That's what's coming down. I never understood how the hood would be the only thing protecting them. Like, I feel like water would get on their faces. Still, I feel like you need a clear protective visor or something. More than just the hood. Alright, it's coming down pretty hard. That means everything's gonna be wet and slick. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? That way. Ah, the winds are pushing me. Alright, the hard part is gonna make sure I don't collapse going downhill, like I trip or something. Okay, here we go. I think this is, Nah, I think I need to go up one more. It's crazy how the atmospherics, the environment looks. I'm getting closer to these black things. Are those BTs? Are each one of these things indicating there's a BT in that location? There's a lot right here. Oh, there's a city right there. Okay.
Give me a break.
Right down that way. Let's see. It's a climb anchor right there. It's alright, Lou. It's alright.
Sorry.
Ah, shit. Nah, come back. And there it goes. Ah, fuck. I was too reckless. Well, I think I could go down this way. And this is where I gotta be careful. Don't lose balance. Here, let's go down this way. Let's go on flat land. Here we go. I see a path this way. Is that it? Sure is. There it is.
Almost there.
I see some BTs. Using ladders. Select the ladder, ready, and place. All right, let's cross this river. The Weapon Tools menu. Use this menu to quickly switch between weapons and tools. Select a category with R and then use L1 R1 to cycle through your options. Finally, press X to equip or use your chosen weapon tool. You don't have any weapons for this category. Here you go. Ladder. 10-meter ladder that can be deployed to scale cliffs or cross rivers. 2 ladders can be joined together to double their length. A deployed ladder cannot be recovered once it has been used. I have a climbing anchor. I got 3 of these. Alright, let's, right here looks... Whoa, 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 whoa. I tripped. Alright, let's go ahead and, use this. Connect. Deploy. Okay.
There, we made it.
Minus 61. Oh yeah, that's right. You can see what other people did, yeah. Alright, let's get in there quick before anything pops up. Here we go. Freaking BTs, yep. He's like no longer afraid of them. Is it 'cause of Lou? I don't get it. How is he just ignoring him? What was that? Oh, is it like a holograms? Hmm. They got their own little life, their own little nest egg.
Hey. Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
He was taking pics while he had BB.
Come on, open up. There you go.
Oh, geez, look at all these BTs. Oh, they're all holograms. That's why he was ignoring them. It's to keep people away. That's why she just figured out it was a hologram. She found him. You can see, like, when he hit that button, it actually was just clear sunset going on. Uh-oh. Intruder alert. Yeah, he really doesn't want to be found.
Who's there?
It's very obvious. It's fragile.
Who are you? Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
What are those?
Looking for you.
What are those hand things? I like that intro. I like that whole intro sequence. Is that a tattoo? You give the baby a tattoo? Or is that a birthmark?
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Oh,
Thank God.
I bet they needed that.
How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network.
Ah,
Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this.
we're all connected now.
You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
That's right. She can go to the beach and
Care
then
for a
jump,
drink?
like teleport. That's what she used to do.
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record.
Why are they angry at me?
You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
Are they trying to take me out?
What about Lou?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges.
Oh, that's right. I mean, I stole Lou, yeah, so I could see why they're angry and why they want to take me out.
Work it out.
I mean, Lou's my boy now. Can't take him.
Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
So I should get a free pass. Does she not like using her hands? Like, what the hell is that accessory?
But I'm afraid the Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it.
So, I mean, I don't think there's anything we could do about it.
A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hartman is not the president of the UCA anymore.
Did he get impeached?
In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, a Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries.
AI?
Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore.
Are you guys really gonna...
And no need for Fragile Express, of course.
You're gonna start one problem...
So
You're gonna
after
trade
I
one problem
closed
for
up
another.
shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves
Drawbridge.
Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To
Why?
extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
So to go beyond America and extend the world?
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
Is this timed? So, they're using AI, which kind of makes sense that the robots won't be affected by BTs, maybe? Alright, I know there will be BTs out there. These are dumb questions. This one, what's the state of the environment out there?
Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration.
Even birds.
Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There
Okay.
are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
So a lot of, similar to the first game with Timefall and the BTs. What's the deal with the earthquakes? Like, that's new. Okay, well, I guess I'll just ask, are there going to be BTs out there?
Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well.
I remember those.
And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated.
Look out.
As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
How ominous that looks, man. A crater with a handprint. Alright, why you guys coming to me? I'm retired.
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll go to Mexico and see Deadman. Well, are there any other reasons you chose me? Anything on a personal side? Fragile?
Well, that was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear. But they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way.
Oh, jeez. Like a
And if they're
huge
right,
one.
then I want you there. Ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
That's right. Show that they could be taken out. But can you truly kill these things? They're already dead. Alright, well, I got something on my mind. Something I've been wanting to ask you, Fragile.
I guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory?
It's a land grab.
Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization, like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself.
Keep it private, huh?
So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
What happens if you say no? I mean, it's not in my nature to turn it down. I'll do it. For BB's sake, for Lou's sake.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
I'm bringing Lou with me.
What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me.
And why not?
If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
That's actually pretty more
We're
responsible.
inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away.
Okay, well,
I
this...
promise he'll be back before you know it.
A day away, huh?
Link up the region as you head south. And come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Alright, well, if it's a day away by foot, that means we're somewhere south on the border of Mexico. Texas? Arizona? California? I guess no more monster drinks. Endorsed Monster. It's all beer now. Yeah, Lou will be safe. I hope that childcare app feeds him and changes his diaper. Episode 1. Sam. Turn the hologram off. Looks like a nice day. Oh, my old gear. Drawbridge. New decals.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
That's what she had on?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like.
Shouldn't her hands be old? I thought, like, her body, everything, including her hands, were old. Alright.
Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery.
So this
Now,
ring.
let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes.
I forgot about that.
Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission.
That's right.
But
That's
because
right.
of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue.
That's right, we gotta
But once they're
incinerate the
online,
bodies.
we can give them the technology they need to address the situation.
Help them out a little.
Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management.
I forgot about that, we're sending signals into the beach as well. So we're doing massive data transfers. That's what the whole link up is about, is that we're able to link so massive data and send so much massive data, way more potential than what the internet had, because we send it to the beach and it's 0 time lag for all that data to go there and for all that data to get sent back. So they use the beach as a hub to send data as well. And then Fragile was also jumping through the beach, going to the beach and then going to the next location. So she was transporting, but it looks like she doesn't do that anymore because of something she got. Jump lag or whatever she called it. All right, cargo management.
This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece.
So I'm taking this to
It's an
this.
excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack.
Taking this to the Ciudad Nudo del Norte. A device used for expanding chiral network coverage. It allows for stable and instant mass data transfer beyond the boundaries of the UCA. Since it contains chiral matter, like the Cupid, it can only be carried by doomed sufferers. Like me.
We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo.
Assault rifle.
All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
I guess it still holds. They don't want me to kill people to cause more BTs. I guess I'll play the game the way they warn me. So I'll weigh my options and I won't kill if I don't have to. I'll do it then. I won't kill. But I do have an assault rifle, an automatic rifle suitable for close and mid-range engagements, armed with MP bullets effective against any target. The rifle also comes equipped with a light and has 2 modes of fire, semi-auto, auto, and full auto. So MP bullets, so it's supposed to incapacitate or kill. So I guess going forward now, I guess the difference between the first game, now I won't have Lou with me. Now I'm doing this alone. I thought I was going to have Lou come with me. Maser handgun. A handgun that electrocutes close-range targets. The trigger must be held down to build up an electrical charge before firing. Produces no noise when firing, making it well-suited for covert operations where silent takedowns are a necessity. Can be stored in the handgun holster. Looks good. Let's equip this stuff. Let's see. I need to take this, so let's put that on the back. Yeah, that's pretty heavy, so let's put my assault rifle. Then my handgun. Let's put that in my handgun holster. Blood bag. Let's attach that to the suit. Utility pouch. Looking like I'm ready to go.
Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map.
Okay.
See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too. Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
Alright, I want to avoid them, right? Plotting delivery routes. Hold square to start drawing a route. Try drawing a route all the way to your destination. Okay. Let's just put it all the way here. Let it draw a line. Ciudad Nudo del Norte. Norberto Puente.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head-on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
Take a look. I'm gonna go through rivers, bandits, and rivers. So the bandits are right here. Looks like I have to go that way because there's a wall and there's a ridge. This river's pretty deep, so I need this bridge. I got no choice. Let's check out these bandits. Armed hostiles. A base established in a former border checkpoint that now belongs to an armed group known as the Bandits. They will attack any porter that passes through the area, with many already suffering at their hands. Deep River warning. A river known for the cacti that grow along its banks. It has been known to swell to the width of 1 or 2 ladders in times of heavy timefall upstream. Point of interest. A large bridge that spans the old border. It was the only means of crossing the frontier river without wading through the water. Bandits have been known to attack travelers on the bridge, which now sits littered with abandoned cars. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world.
That looks more high tech.
It won't be any harder than before either. The Chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into 2 groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico.
I think I remember that.
They were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow.
These things, like she likes to eat them.
Hungry?
No.
They're so disgusting.
No more baby food for you.
All right, Lou. I'll be back.
Any trouble? I'm gone. Don't you break my kid.
Don't you break my kid. I'll be back, Lou.
Now who wants to eat?
All right, here we go. Time to hit the old dusty road. 1,600 meters that way.